This is a miserable day. I didn't do my walk yesterday because it too was miserable. And I don't really want to go and do a walk today, but I'm going to have to, aren't I? But already, it's not even sunset till 5 o'clock. And it's already overcast and dark and miserable and dank and raining and cold and pretty much like a UK summer. I'm going to have to do it though. Bite the bullet, get out there. Do I take a camera? Will there be anything worth actually capturing? It'll have to be the action cam, won't it? If it's raining like this. Oh, go home, have a cup of tea. Do another case. And then get out for a mooch. The walk will only take 15 minutes. That'll do, won't it? Get it done before it starts getting too cold. As soon as it goes dark, man, it does start getting chilly cold freezings. You know, I've just been to pick my daughter up. She had a haircut. Looks lovely. This is the kid who can drive now, but has decided no. Tell you what I'll do instead. I'll ring me dad. Thankfully the hairdressers isn't too far away. She doesn't live too far away from the hairdressers. And also thankfully, I was feeling a little bit low earlier, a bit low on energy, a bit low spiritually, and I managed to bully my daughter and make her smile and laugh, which in turn has cheered me up no end. So instead of being annoyed and miserable about it, oh, here she is calling again, wanting a bloody lift. No, I was secretly delighted, although I wouldn't tell her that because I was trying to make her feel guilty. Not in a bad way, in an obvious dad kind of make you feel guilty way, you know what I mean? In the sort of, I hope you're happy I could have been at home now helping feed children of war and stuff like that. Stuff which is obviously made up and obviously stupid. Just trying to make her feel fake guilty. So yeah. So that happened anyway. Followed by, get in the car, your hair looks shit. Followed by, it doesn't really, your hair looks lovely, you look shit. Followed by, no you don't, you look sound, but you are a shit. I think that's the way the conversation went. And then just had a little conversation about music, which is always great. I always enjoy that. She made a playlist and shared it with me. And the playlist's actually quite good. Lots of songs on there that I like. So we had a discussion about it. And about modern music in general. How shit some of it is. Because it's copied and pasted and put together because someone's got a big TikTok audience. Therefore, will turn you into a music star by giving you awful music, which you can then disseminate to your already huge platform. That's not the way music should work. Let's get back to making music an art form, where people put loads of effort in to try and make something different, something which represents themselves. Not something that a record company has said, can you do us a favour? Can you front this bit of mindless pap? Make music art again. Hate all that copy and paste shit. Stock Aitken and Waterman done it. And to be fair, they had some decent tunes amongst the utter rubbish. But it's just the same thing over and over again. There's a BBC 4 documentary about the Swedish, I forget what they called, like Swedish Pop Factory or something. And they showed you the template that they use for making top 10 records around the world. And it is literally just copy and paste. Everyone does the exact same thing. So instead of moaning about AI music, Well, you're not making any effort. Well, neither are you. You're doing the exact same thing. Recycle the same 4 chords. Use the same, if you're putting a breakbeat in there, it's the same thing. The same turnaround, the same bridge, same structure. Just with a different singer with almost identical bloody lyrics. Make it an art again, please, please, please. Something that when you've heard it, it actually touches you. Makes you feel like you are lucky to be part of it. And it doesn't have to be profound and deep. Not all music has to be profound and deep. But it's got to have something in it which grabs your soul, not just, oh, that sounds nice. Nothing wrong with that sounds nice either, by the way. But it can't just all be, that sounds nice. Get some lunacy. Every now and then I am absolutely praying that there's another punk revival. Homemade. People who can't play but have got all the attitude. Just smashing things to bits. Because that was fantastic when that came around first time. Even as a kid, I loved that. I understood the power of it. Have a reset, man. And while we're at it, Green Day can fuck off as well. Blink 182 and all that shite. There's no such thing as punk pop or pop punk. Punk was the antithesis of pop. That's the whole point of punk. It's not popular. It's against what's going on at the time. So you'd either go into it both feet, or you're just a pop band with eyeliner. Yeah, so Green Day are not punk. Get fucked. I've been listening to a lot of the Skids recently, who were also not particularly punk, but you know, they were there at the time, weren't they? They were sort of post-punk, pre-new wave. Boss band though. I liked even that energy. And things like, I don't know, what was around at that time as well. Bands like the Rosillos, where there was just an edge to them. Just an edge. Even bands like Dr. Feelgood. Dr. Feelgood wasn't remotely punk. It was sort of pub rock, wasn't it? But the punk ethos was there. Lee Brillo with his white jackets that you would put, I don't know, Elvis in or something like that. Covered in stains and stuff, he never used to clean it. Wilco going mad with his guitar. That had real punk energy. So you don't have to be full on punk, but you need to have the ethos or the energy there. And don't be looking for top 10 hits. Look to make a difference. Look to plant a seed in kids' heads. This is what you can do. If we can do it and we can't play, you can do it. That's what you should be doing. Overly polished stuff or stuff that is just cynically aimed at a market to sell music, to sell a product to kids, that's no good. At what point does that just collapse in on itself? If everybody, and this is what Spotify would ideally love, is if everyone was just listening to Ed Sheeran, Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift, that's it, just them 3 bands. Maybe Coldplay for the dads. It'd just be the same thing over and over and over again. Nah, you're alright.